So for this one, they're asking us to transform a function. So they're saying that g of x is literally 1/2 times the function f evaluated at x plus 2. So here's a weird thing. So let's think of it like this. Here's my x value. All right. You guys need to turn the music off. Here is f of x. And then g of x is calculated differently. So I really only need 2 points. So let's choose an x value. So if I let x equal 0, right? If I let x equal 0, then when x equals 0, f of x equals -6. But really what I need to evaluate is, this is saying f of x plus 2. So I'm going to evaluate this differently. So let me do this. I got to erase this. So what I'm really looking for here is I'm going to evaluate what is f of x at 2, right? So if x equals 0, what I'm really looking for is 0 plus 2. Well, then my f of x value, which is my y value, is actually -2. Now to get g of x, I need to multiply -2 times -1/2. So what's 1/2 of 2? It's just 1, and what's a negative times a negative? It's a positive 1. So my g of x is going to have, when x equals 0, that's going to be a positive 1. Okay? In other words, the point on my g of x is 0, 1. Now let's pick out another x value. I'm going to choose 1. So when I go to choose 1, then what I'm going to do for this value here, I'm going to look at f of x plus 2 or f of 1 plus 2, right? And that's going to be, what is this when f of 3? In other words, what is f, this graph right here, f of x, what is f of x when x equals 3? Well, when x equals 3, oops, I can't graph it yet. I got to finish the whole thing. F of 3, though, is definitely this value. F of 3 is this value here. So I'm going to plug in 0 here. My y value is 0. Okay? So then to get my g of x is equal to 0 times -1/2. Well, what's that? What's 0 times anything? 0. So my g of x value is going to be 1, 0. Right? But it's going to be 1, 0. Does that make sense? Now from here, I can determine what the slope is because I have 2 points. So what I'm doing is I'm going down 1 over 1. So my next point would be down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. So I'm going to draw a line between all those points. In other words, I've got this point here, this point here, this point here, this point here. So my line for g of x is going to look like this. I'm just going up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay? And so that would be g of x.